Hello children, let us start with your another chapter, parts of speech. So here we will revise sentence, phrase, clause and parts of speech here. So first of all, let us discuss about what a sentence is. So my dear students, a sentence is a group of words that give you the complete thought. Like if I'll write here, what I said here, complete thought. So if I'll write here, blue, the sky is. So this, from here we are not getting the clear idea. So if I'll arrange it, the sky is blue. So this sentence, it give you the clear idea that the color of the sky is blue. From this sentence we are not getting the clear idea. So a sentence is a group of words that represent the complete idea. Second one thing, it is the combination of subject and verb. Like the sky, it is a subject and is the verb here. Next is there, it gives you some meaning. Okay, so when I wrote here, blue the sky is, it is not giving a clear meaning, but when I wrote here the sky is blue, it's giving the clear meaning here that the color of the sky is blue here. So my dear students, so sentence is a group of words that represent the complete thought, as well as it has subject and verb. It gives you some meaning of the statement or the word which are spoken here. So now let us come here the types of sentences here. So from here, kinds of sentences, there are 4 different kinds of sentences. First one is assertive. So assertive sentences that make some statement. So they are called as the assertive sentences. Like Kareem hit him hard and Kareem did not hit him hard. So these are, they are telling something about the Kareem, means they are making some statement about Kareem here. So they are called as the assertive sentences. Now the assertive sentences can be affirmative or negative. Okay, so affirmative where positive sense is there, and negative sense the sentence like did not hit him hard, did not hit him hard, so it is giving a negative sense. So this is the negative sentence here. So assertive sentences can be affirmative or negative. So next kind is there the imperative sentences. Next kind, imperative sentences, those which have some command, request, advice, prohibition, some suggestions are given. They are known as the imperative sentences. Like close the door, get out, be quiet please, fetch me a glass of water. Okay, so these are the imperative sentences. Next is their interrogative sentences. So where the asking of the question is there. Those which ask the question, they are called as the interrogative sentences. Like where do you live, whose books these are, why are you late, who is Mr. Arya. Okay, do these sums state, sentences state anything. So where there is the asking of the question, they are called as the interrogative sentences. Next is there exclamatory sentences which express some strong or sudden feeling. Like what a pity, so alas he is no more. They are expressing the feeling of the sorrow. How clever the crow is. Okay, so here the sudden feeling is there, so they are called as the exclamatory sentences. Like what a pretty dress it is, what a pretty dress it is. So here expressing the feeling of the happiness here. Wow, we have won the match. Like hooray, we won the match. So these kind of sentences which give you the sudden feeling or strong feeling, they are known as the exclamatory sentences here. Now these assertive sentences and imperative sentences, they begin with, these all kind of sentences, they begin with capital letter, but assertive and imperative sentences, they end with the full stop here. Interrogative sentences, they begin with the capital letter and they end with a sign of interrogation, question mark. Next is there in exclamatory sentences, they end with the sign of exclamation. Okay, this is the sign of exclamation. They usually end with the exclamation mark here. Next is there, let us revise subject and predicate. So every sentence consists of two parts. The first part where some name is written, name of the person, name of the thing is written, and the second part that tell you something about the name of the person or the thing here. So the first part, it is called as the subject, where the name of the person or something it is written, and predicate is the second part where it is said about something, the person or the thing here. Next is there, like example, the sun sets. The sun, it is a subject here and it tell about the sun, it sets here. The way was long. All these trees are shedding their leaves. So they are the subject and they are the predicates here. Next, my dear students, the phrases and the clause here. So let us read these examples. Raman knocked at my door. He is sitting on the bench. I don't know how to solve this problem. The box is made of plastic here. So these group of words like at my door, on the bench, how to solve the problem, made of plastic, so these all are these all, though they are the group of word, but they are not giving the complete sense here. So if I'll say at my door, though they have some meaning, but you cannot clearly tell about what is there at my door. Next is there, he is sitting on the bench, but it is giving some expression about the bench, but not giving the clear on the bench. It is not giving the clear expression what's there on the bench here. So my dear student, phrases, they are the group of word, but they do not give a complete sense. So a phrase is a group of word which make sense but not the complete sense, is called a phrase here. Next is there, he has a ring of silver. He knows how to do it. These two group of word in italic, a ring of silver and how to do it, they are the phrases here because they make the sense but not the complete sense. So if I'll write here, he has a ring which is made of silver and he knows how he could do it. So in the first sentence, the group of word he has a ring contain a subject he and predicate has a ring. The second part, the second group of word in the same sentence, which is made of silver. So which is the subject here and is made of silver is the predicate here. So same like in the same next sentence, he is a subject here and knows is the predicate here, and the second part, how is the subject here, he could do it, it is the predicate here. So group of word which form the part of sentence and contain subject and predicate, they are known as the clause. Group of words which form the part of sentence and contain subject and predicate, they are known as the clause here. So this is the clause here, he has a ring which is made of silver. Next is there parts of speech. So according to according to the words, the sentences, according to the given sentences, their sentence, it is made up of various classes. So there are 8 classes, like noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections here. So these 8 classes of the words are used to form all manners of speech, and hence they are called as the parts of speech. So when we are speaking some word, so we are using the different classes of the word, like noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, conjunctions, interjections. So when we speak some word, we make the use of all these words here. So they are known as the parts of speech because we use them while speaking here. So first of all, noun. Noun is a word that is used as a name of a person, place, or a thing. Like Jawaharlal Nehru is the first Prime Minister of Free India. Delhi stands on the banks of river Jamuna. The dog rolled in the grass. So Jawaharlal Nehru, name of a person. Prime Minister of India. India is a name of place. Delhi is a name of place, stands on the bank of river Yamuna. Dog, the dog rolled in the grass. Okay, so name of person, place, or thing, that is known as the noun here. Next is their pronoun. So pronoun is a word that is used in place of noun here. Like Jawaharlal Nehru is the first Prime Minister of India. So again, if I will write here, so what I will write here, he served the nation. He served the nation